Yes, you read that title correctly. The son of Italy's last king has just named an Instagram influencer to be his inheritor, which means one day she will inherit the title of Queen of Italy. I'm gonna get into all the details and reaction from the public in a moment, but first, if you could do us a big favor and please tap that like button, we'd really appreciate it. And with that out of the way, let's begin. Vittorio Emanuele di Savoia is the son of Italy's last king, and he has just announced that his granddaughter will inherit his legacy, a major decision that actually goes against Italian tradition, which says only men would be allowed to ascend to the throne. In a formal royal decree, they announced, Duke of Savoy, Prince of Naples, and by the grace of God, direct heir to head of the royal house of Savoy, removed the restriction of purely male heirs. This has allowed Vittoria Cristina Chiara Adelaide Maria to be able to lead her family's claim to reinstate the throne of Italy. In response to finding out that she would soon ascend to the throne in Italy, Vittoria said that it was the best gift her grandfather could give her. Although, as I mentioned earlier, not everyone in Italy is pleased with this decision. The New York Times reported that most people in Carignano, the ancestral home of Vittorio Emanuele's branch of the family, didn't know who she was. The article from the New York Times then suggests that this is because of the slow decline in the importance of the royals in Italy. See, about 75 years ago, the Italian monarchy was abolished by Mussolini when Italy was declared a republic, which actually led to the exile of the Italian monarchy. And when speaking about whether or not she was ready to accept her title as queen and head of the family, Vittoria said, "Italy is not really progressive, but they will learn," which sounds slightly threatening, but the Italian people themselves don't really seem too concerned with this change in power. This move to make her the future queen, though, seems to have stemmed from a long-lasting family dispute. The distant family of Vittoria, known as the Aosta family, believe that they should have claim to the throne. So far, they are really the only ones who have reacted negatively to this move. Vittoria's father said of the situation, "They were thinking that me not having any sons, they would finally have what they were waiting for 150 years. They got screwed and they got pissed." A cousin and rival claimant from this family even called the move totally illegitimate. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the reason for the public not really caring about the Italian royal family is because they put their support behind Mussolini, who was not exactly a great person. As a result, the royal family's power was stripped away and the public lost interest in their royal restoration. Although that is not stopping Vittoria's father, who said never say never on Italian television when it comes to the return of the royal family. Obviously, he said that the monarchy is not going to return tomorrow, but he had no sons and the family needed a head of the royal household to run its historic orders. Plus, they have a lot of people who are seeing that the family could make a potential comeback, which would then make sense as to why this rival portion of their family is so adamant about wanting to claim the title in case the royal status returns. I just find it fascinating that in 2021 we still have royal families. Emmanuel Filiberto, who is creating a crown-like series about his grandmother Queen Marie, he called Vittoria a role model. Despite there being a lot of money involved, Vittoria's family insisted that they only have high-minded motivations for changing the order of succession by doing things like embracing European Union values and boosting women's rights. You see, many of Europe's last monarchs are women, and the royal families actually have a much better track record of female empowerment than, let's say, Italy's parliament, which is notoriously underrepresenting women right now. And when it comes to the detractors of the royal family, Vittoria just said that she doesn't pay any attention to it, and when asked if she wanted to be Italy's queen, she called the concept abstract, saying that she is just trying to figure out what she wants to do in life first. Either way though, we would love to hear your thoughts on this story. Do you think royal families are important for some historical context, or do you not care about them at all? Like I said though, let me know down in those comments below, and while you do that, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video titled Cotton 4K Lady Gaga fans accuse Coldplay of stealing. Aya Lynn says, "Yo, can someone make a cancel book because I swear it's going to be bigger than the book War and Peace." Yeah, like a canceled encyclopedia? I don't know. Mega Cassie 83 says, "Gen Z, ladies and gentlemen, these are the same people who try to cancel Eminem and his songs from the 90s. Sit down before you have a stroke. This is why I don't join fan clubs. They be doing too damn much." Yeah, sometimes that mob mentality really just takes over in those certain fan clubs, and then you get grouped in. You're like, I like Lady Gaga music, but I'm not accusing Coldplay of stuff. I get what you're saying. Gloomy Sunday says, "Some people are looking for anything to complain. Pandemic needs to be over ASAP." I honestly think that this pandemic and these lockdowns everywhere have caused people to just want to complain more. I don't know if it's boredom or what, but here we are. Joe Hex Kitten says, Coldplay, the music of funerals, boredom, and depression. How dare you? I like Coldplay. Pretty Pumpkin says, "They probably hired the same artist." I mean, I would like to think that artists have their own, free will when it comes to their images and their concepts and themes that they want to put out. I think it's just a coincidence that it's very similar in color. Whenever you're looking at like futuristic stuff, that kind of like 80s tone has always been there, that pink and that purple. Nobody owns colors, okay? But either way, that has been today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Johnny Rogers, and until next time, stay classy, YouTube.